Hello friends, welcome back to Astrology Today. I am Mel Rose. This is the second video in my series about astrology basics. For now, we're taking the planets one at a time. Now the planets can be perceived as the different characters in your natal chart story, and those characters are all reflected in your total being from your physical appearance to your spiritual leanings and many points between. Before I get started, I want to remind you to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It all helps me out a lot. Thank you for being here. Today we start with some nerdy data about the moon in reality. Though we call it a planet in astrology, the moon is a satellite orbiting the Earth. Several planets in the solar system have moons, plural, but the Earth has just this one. It is the second brightest thing in our skies after the sun, making it one of our two astrological luminaries. But the moon doesn't shed its own light. The light you see from the moon is a reflection of the sun. The shape and luminosity of the moon have to do with its position in relation to the sun and Earth over the course of about 27 days. And the moon orbits Earth at an average distance of 240 miles. Its size and proximity cause the gravitational pull that moves the tides of water on Earth. It is tidally locked to the Earth, meaning that the time it takes the moon to turn on its axis causes us only ever to see one side of it. There are many ancient traditions in which folks mark the phases of the moon as it appears to grow from a new moon, which is almost entirely dark, to a full moon, which is fully lit up, and then back to new in a month. Now, here's some info about the moon's symbolism. The astrological sign for the moon is shaped like a crescent. Because it goes through a whole phase cycle and all 12 zodiac signs in a month, it symbolizes that change is constant. The sun and moon are seen as opposite points on a pole, where if the sun is the conscious light of day, then the moon is the subconscious mystery of the night. It rules the unseen parts of our nature that inform our actions, often without our knowing. It rules moods, emotions, and intuitive understanding. And just as the moon frequently changes, so do our moods continually shift in form and intensity. This is especially true for people with solid Cancer or Taurus placements. In fact, if you have Cancer on the ascendant, as I do, the moon rules your chart and you may be well known for changeable or unpredictable reactions. Your emotional life expresses your moon sign, how things feel to you and what you desire. It represents who you are in your personal life, at home, among the people you keep close. It also concerns things you're unaware of, happening beneath the surface of your conscious experience. Unlike the sun, the moon is your personality's shady, protective, subconscious part. As a character in your story, you can consider it a co-star to your sun. Everyone has one moon placement, which will land in one of the 12 zodiac signs. Additionally, the house your moon is in indicates what area of life you will find the most emotional comfort and subconscious nourishment. The intuition and feeling life of the moon is most strongly expressed in the signs of Cancer and Taurus. Later, I'll share some videos about the moon's expression in each sign and house. Moving on to the moon in Tarot. There is a major arcana tarot card dedicated to the moon. The Moon Tarot card is a message of reflection and inner reckoning. Your memories and intuitive depths are the internal frontier you must explore to understand your emotional reactions better. And when you see the moon card, it may refer to your moon sign or someone you know with solid Cancer or Taurus placements. The moon is linked to animals that are naturally bound to the water, such as mussels and crustaceans. In fact, one creature in the moon card looks like a lobster emerging from the water. This is meant to represent the protective impulses that arise when one faces their own darkness. It's also linked to those animals that come out at night, such as the wolf, bat, owl, moth. The moon card shows a dog and a wolf, both indicators of our inner animal nature. The dog being our domesticated side, trained to do as culture dictates. And the wolf is our wild side, the part of our intuitive depths that rules and norms have not tamed. The moon also appears in two other major arcana cards, the High Priestess and the Chariot, as well as two minor arcana cards, the Eight of Cups and the Queen of Cups. In all cases, it points to your personal reckoning of emotions, physical sensations, and deep inner knowing. When you can trust your intuition to guide you, you're using all your tools. The moon's illumination is variable. Near the full, it's easy to see at night in the literal and metaphoric senses. Near the new, the challenge is to make your way in the darkness, which takes a more focused and nuanced perception. So this has been the quick and dirty lowdown of the moon in reality, astrology, and tarot. I hope it has been informative. If you've listened this far, please put 3 moon emojis in the comments. And if you want, you can also share your moon sign for discussion. My moon sign is Aquarius, if you didn't know. And it is true of Aquarius moons that we're a little spacey and emotionally detached, tending to rationalize what we feel. Thanks for tuning in, friends. I'll see you in the next video where we will discuss the planet Mercury.